It seems like nowadays there is an MSP on every corner, and no matter how hard you look, there's just competition everywhere. In this video, we're going to be covering how to differentiate your MSP from all of your competition, but not only that, we're also going to be getting you into a position where you don't really have to compete with any of these other MSPs. I'm going to teach you how to look at all the MSPs, where all the competition is, but also how to differentiate yourself that you are never in a neck and neck battle with these other MSPs, and how to really differentiate yourself from your competition. My name is Harrison Barron from growth-generators.com. We help MSPs through marketing and sales training grow their business over and over and over again. Before I get into today's video, I do got to mention a couple quick things. Number one, we still have that giveaway going on. It's got a couple days left. So if you're watching this video before December 20th, 2023, there's going to be a link down below. I've partnered up with a company called Billways. They do automated billing for MSPs and IT pros. It is a super cool platform that they've used. They're including some annual subscriptions, and they've also contributed to the giveaway, from solid state drives, flash drives, to everything an MSP salesperson will need to crush it out there. Number two, masterclass, as always, down in the links below. I'm super excited. The new masterclass is almost here. Please be patient. We are working so incredibly hard on this project. And number three, if you're watching this before the first week of January, the MSP Launchpad is right around the corner. If you are just starting out in your MSP, or you've just started and you're still kind of not exactly sure what to do to help grow your business, it's a 6-week boot camp starting in the beginning of January that will also be linked down below. And who knows, if it's after that, I'm going to probably be running it again. You guys have been giving me amazing feedback over and over and over again, and already I have a ton of people interested in potentially another one down the road. So let's get into today's video. So let's talk about the state of the MSP industry. Long time ago, there was a company out there that basically told MSPs the absolute worst information out there. And that information was, look super professional and don't put too much content on your website. Now, these are generally the worst bits of advice that you could possibly give a company. You still want to look professional, don't get me wrong, but not having enough content on your website is probably the worst thing. And because of that, every MSP looks the exact same. It's actually comical, and I've done it a couple times on video, and I'm going to do it again today, where if you look at all of these MSP websites, they don't look cookie cutter, but if they were all in a line without logos, you wouldn't know what company owned which one of them. There's literally no differentiation out there. And number two, most MSPs just do the same thing anyway. There's nothing that they want to do or nothing that they think about that differentiates themselves over and over and over again. On top of that, they're not producing case studies. They're not telling anybody, hey, this is what we're doing. This is who we've helped in the area. This is who we've helped nationally. None of that is happening. So right off the bat, the first thing that you have to do is identify your niche. And it is the most important thing. I know you guys are probably sick and tired of hearing the buyer persona, but if you are struggling to go find your target market, you have to go through this buyer persona. It's super simple. Personal information. Create a fake customer, or if you have a dream customer that you absolutely love, first name, last name, a little bit about them, right? Their gender, their age, their location, their demographics, psychographics, behavior and hobbies. We're going to sneak down a little bit pain points. And if you want the rest of them, go grab that link down below. But fill this out. If you blow past all the lines in here, that's okay. Open up a notepad, write it all out, get as much down as possible, because this is the cornerstone, believe it or not, for your growth. Everything that you do going forward is for this specific person. It sounds crazy, but hear me out. I promise it's all going to make sense as time goes on, but you have to have this. Now, let's talk about some MSPs. I've pulled up a quick little Google map of local MSPs in Charlotte. That's where I live now. I used to live up on Long Island, as many of you guys know, but these are a bunch of MSPs. I just went through and grabbed some of these, which I think is great, but there was one that didn't actually have a website area. Yeah, there's no website for this one. I thought that was kind of weird. You're in technology, you should probably have a website. So let's start going through all these, because I just did a local Google search and just wanted to see who the competition is out there. And the first thing you have to do is understand who you're competing against. So kudos to them for giving out a free ebook. Charlotte IT Solutions, they talk a little bit about them. And look at that. That's the whole page I'm getting. It's pretty rough. Now, granted, this is an ad, or I believe that this was the ad, but there's just not enough there for that. I actually think that that's probably the worst landing page. You should add quite a bit more in here. But our certifications, I like this. You can go through this whole website and see kind of what they offer. Now, this is fairly well built out. Once again, very professional. I like that. But nothing jumps out at me saying like, wow, this is a company I'd be super excited to work with. It doesn't seem like they're talking about me as the customer, right? Satisfaction guarantee, serving Charlotte, that's okay. Who do they work with? I don't even know. Who we are, what makes us unique, that's cool. Businesses we serve, small businesses and mid-sized businesses. Good, cookie cutter, I like that. No differentiation. I don't even know if I should bring them my business. Let's go to the next one. Fair Oaks IT. Are you ready to put an end to expensive frustration computer problems finally and forever? Let's see here. 8 big reasons why businesses outsource their computer IT support to us. That's cool. Our services. Business owners are saying who we partnered with. It's almost the exact same website for the most part. Okay, cool. We'll just keep moving from there. ANET, experttips.net, managed service provider. This is cool. We can go through this. Not one of these so far has mentioned the type of customer that they really want to work with. That's a huge red flag. Yeah, this is cool. Like every MSP is going to be making similar offers and similar claims. But the amount of MSPs out there that don't actually say who they want to work with or who their favorite customers are is crazy. See service pricing. I haven't even gotten any information yet on these companies. Right? Services offerings from lead network IT support community. This is great. But once again, there's nothing that differentiates. I could go through just about every single MSP website out there. Not a single one of them says, hey, if this is you, we would literally love to work with you. It doesn't happen. It's crazy to me that this doesn't exist. So when you're first starting out, when you have to understand who's out there, that MSP landscape, who's out there, what are they doing? And then after that, you can then go through, do that buyer persona. I didn't make the thing for my health. I made it so you guys can go kill it. And some of you that have implemented it are starting to see the success as it rolls in. It's super cool. Go fill that out and really put the time and energy and effort into going through and defining who your dream customer is. Think about it this way. I'm going to give you a quick little mind shift. If a restaurant sells Italian food, they don't only make it for Italian people, but if it's true, authentic Italian people, possibly from their original country, are going there to enjoy that food. That's the big differentiator between them and everybody else out there. You have modern Italian, modern styles, all of that. But if it's a true, authentic place, everyone else can enjoy it, but they're making it for people that are now in the area who miss that true sense of home. That is really the big difference between all of these. So think about it like that when you're going through it. Number 2, let's talk about differentiations in your business, right? We've already talked about that buyer persona, which is really, really important. What additional services are you going to offer? Now, I've pulled up my MSP map here. There's a link down below for this. You can go through this. And by the way, first of all, if you've made it this far, 1, I have to say thank you for watching the video this long. 2, if you want to hit that like button, subscribe button, little notification bell, I would appreciate the heck out of you for doing that. And if you are interested in this MSP map, a lot of you guys have asked, hey, we can't print it out. I have put together, and I'm thinking about it, but if you want this, please leave a comment down below, a actual mailed to your house version of this. It's pretty cheap. It'll be printed out fully and professionally, but you can go mount it for your home, your office, or whatever it is. That way it's not a giant ton of pieces of paper and you're doing some kind of weird print job. I apologize, but it's a lot for an MSP. We have your MSP up here, compliance. What services are you going to offer or add in that are going to make your businesses different? We have one-time services. We have all of the main services that an MSP is going to offer, but maybe you're going to offer something that's a little less traditional. Security services, CIO, print services, phone services, web services, cybersecurity services, and maybe more advanced networking. You're going to offer some levels of networking right off the rip, but maybe you want to offer in or be the guy that does cable runs or switch management or sets up plenty of VPNs. You can do dark web scans. There's a whole ton of ways to get creative when it starts to come to these areas. So let's talk about the second thing, which is going to be building a strong brand identity. If we think of an apple, the one that you eat, we would have never converted it over to a phone. We would have never thought about that. These two, an apple, I should probably get an apple. Give me 1 second. So Apple, right? And Apple. There's two different kinds of apples. The company builds the brand. The brand does not build the company. If you did a check mark, nobody would ever think that it was Nike until Nike built the brand around the check mark and the phrase, just do it. Apples back in the day, everyone always thought about this. But if you say, I have an apple, more often than not, they're thinking of an Apple product. A watch, a phone, a laptop, a ridiculously expensive pair of headphones. The list goes on and on. Your company, the way you create your messaging, the way you create your blogs, the way you create your content builds into your brand. That's the important part. And showing people publicly all of those things, that is what goes out and builds your brand. The brand is not bought. If I said mouse, you might think of this. You might also think of an actual mouse. You might think of a toy mouse, maybe for cats. You might think of Mickey Mouse. The word mouse is so generic. You have to build things into the brand. The brand is not created. You don't just think of like, hey, this would be really cool if there was a hook for our logo and that's it. We're Hook IT and we're gonna bring you all in under our hook. I'm just making things up at this point, but you get the drift. You have to build the brand. Your logo can change down the road. Your messaging is always going to be changing. Bring on a brand developer does not help in the beginning. Down the road, 100%. But in the beginning, think of something unique, something catchy, and show your voice as the MSP owner. Or if you work for an MSP, explain that to your higher ups. Hey, I want to talk more about who we really are. What makes us so unique versus every other MSP out there. That's going to be the real difference. And just like these websites that we were going through, Charlotte IT, yeah, that's a cool kind of brand. Small Business Panther, yeah, for Farouk IT, A.net, Buchanan Technologies. These are all fine companies, but nothing about their messaging, all of this tells me, wow, they are a really strong brand. It just shows me the most generic information out there. So as you're going through, as you build out that buyer persona, use this buyer persona as that guide to go through and actually create something or a website that somebody feels like, wow, this is just the kind of company that I'm actually looking for. And then after you go through all this, now think about ways to make it high touch. We all know that I love Go High Level. If you want to go get Go High Level, it is down in the links below. It is a fantastic CRM. But here's the reason why I brought it up. I didn't just bring it up because I'm trying to make affiliate money. Go High Level has the ability to send texts and emails as people come through your pipeline, as you move them through the deal stages, which is nice because it turns it into a more high touch, more tailored, more, hey, this is the guy. This is our customer. And I want to make you feel like your family. They want to feel like they're a part of it. That's going to be the big difference. So that's why another reason why I love Go High Level. It just makes it that much better. I promise you, if I called or emailed any of these companies, I wouldn't get a text message back. I might get an automated email back, but nothing would make me feel great. It would be very, very vanilla, just like their plain websites. They're not bad. They're very professional looking, but there's nothing about them that says, hey, this is who we would love to work with, or the couple niches we would kill to work with. It's very cookie cutter. It's very boring. It's very stagnant. And that's going to be the big differentiator. Implementing Go High Level, as many of you guys have already gotten text messages and probably some emails from me, It makes life significantly easier, constantly being able to touch base, and also increases your customer experience. It makes them feel like they are a part of a business that genuinely cares about them. That's going to be the big differentiator between you and everybody else. I actually did an experiment, and I may have mentioned this on a previous video. I called 4 or 5 MSPs in a row in a certain area. None of them answered their phones. I didn't even get a phone call back. Some of it went to their cell phones. I didn't even get a phone call back from them. By answering the phone, sending out these automated text messages and emails, and building a system that actually works, leveraging quality technology, will immediately make you stand out among everyone else. Believe it or not, the bar is so incredibly low. Why not take advantage of it? There is so much opportunity out there. So we're going to talk about the beneficial services to offer. You're pretty much going to be going through here. You might find some extra interesting things that you want to throw in there, and I would love to hear what you are offering. Please leave a comment. If you think that I'm missing something on here, or you're like, Harrison, I tried this new thing that worked like gangbusters. That is exactly what I want to hear. Please let me know. I'd be very, very interested to see what people are doing to help offer additional services to their customers. And maybe you're even charging a little bit more for that. But a lot of this is going to be cybersecurity solutions, cloud services, automated solutions with your RMM and PSA tools. And then you have a little bit of compliance. If you're doing compliance where there's a lot of money to be made, but a lot of hoops to jump through, compliance is a fantastic way to go into it and make your customers feel like what they're getting isn't just cookie cutter over and over and over again. Make them feel like it is a solution tailored to them. Your pricing doesn't need to change, but the way you word it and the way you present it with your brand, with your buyer persona in mind, with your website, all increases the amount of money that you get to charge, but makes the customer feel like you really go above and beyond for their industry. And when they sign up with you, you are going to absolutely knock it out of the park. That's the big difference. So number 4, I do want to touch on this because I think it's really important. As you're building your brand, you have to build relationships and a network of people that you know, like, and trust. If you've heard this before, I apologize because it is something that I like to drive home. Join your local chamber of commerce. The reason being, they love helping your local community. Number 2, it is almost exclusively business owners. Some of them might be your target customer from your buyer persona, but you're going to learn all of the areas that you didn't know you needed to know about. You're going to learn about accounting. They put on events. They put on networking events. If I just go to events, this is Charlotte. I live a little bit outside of Charlotte. Coffee with the Chamber, 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. Tuesday. This is January 9th, right after the holidays. Nail salon, spa ribbon cutting, young professionals meeting, January 17th. Public policy meeting. Now, granted, they're in the city, so they're probably going to be a bit more active than your main chambers of commerce, but every chamber of commerce usually meets a couple times a month for one thing or another. Charlotte Area Chamber Business Expo 2024. Who wouldn't want to attend this? You're going to learn to get out of your comfort zone. You're going to learn to talk to people. Maybe you're uncomfortable talking to people. Maybe you're uncomfortable talking about money. This chamber, your chamber of commerce, is going to help you with that. It's going to help you feel more confident, and you're going to find professionals that you need to work with. Accountants for your accounting. Lawyers, if you're drawing up legal paperwork, you're going to find other people that can help support your businesses. Digital marketers who you can leverage to be strategic partners with, and electricians and cabling guys, maybe even building manufacturers. Hey, you know what? We'd love to have you be a preferred vendor or preferred partner. Do you want to help us lay out the technology in the building so that way it benefits every single person in there? There's plenty of ways to go out there and get your name out there. Now, if you don't have a local chamber of commerce, which I find hard to believe, there's LETIP, BNI, LETIP, BNI, literally BNI. You can go visit them or go to Meetup. I just searched Charlotte, North Carolina. I did career and business. There's a bunch of different things in here. Maybe you want to focus on a certain area. Oh, there's technology. You want to focus on, maybe your business focuses on helping arts and cultures with their technology. There's clay studios out there. There's woodworking studios. There's plenty of other companies out there that you could target. They might not be as big, and that's okay. You can help that industry and then start working on another one. Let's explore AI, share, learn, connect. I mean, the list goes on and on of different ways to get involved. Go find people. December coffee chat, Woman Who Code in Charlotte. Maybe you're a woman business owner and you're going to be coding. There you go. The talent and tech fueling the future of payments. Go check it out. You can go into each and every single one of these, search your area in Meetup. You'd be surprised what you will find. But attending these over and over and over again, getting a stack of business cards, meeting with these people, getting cups of coffee. I don't know why I always drink out of a mason jar. I just happen to like it. Go get cups of coffee with these people. By doing this over and over and over again, you're going to build friendships where you can call somebody on a whim if you need a favor, or they might be able to help your business in more ways than you ever thought possible. This was a long one. I appreciate the heck out of you guys for watching this entire video. If you've made it this far, I hope that you've hit that like button. I hope you've hit that notification bell, the little bell for, so you get notified when I release a new video, because I'm doing quite a lot of videos lately. Go do all those things. I would appreciate it. Don't miss out on the giveaway. Link down below. Don't miss out on the masterclass. Link down below. If you want to get in the Launchpad, there's still time to get in the Launchpad. It is an absolute steal of a deal. You're going to take your company from not knowing anything about the MSP world to being an MSP master so you can close your first deals. The entire bridge between both of those I'm going to be talking about in that masterclass. Other than that, I love the heck out of you guys. I appreciate you guys always watching my videos. And other than that, I'll see you guys later. Love you guys.